Episode 58. Buse Squalor here. Packers are terrible this year after spending all that money in free agency. None of them's panning out. They lost again. They're not a good team. They're last in the standings. Heck, they might be the only team without a win. Seahawks aren't very good either. That makes me happy, but it's really crazy. They're just bad. Let's look at our schedule real quick here. I started with a heavy loss to the team we beat in the playoffs, and as you see, Cam Newton still on the team. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey, 160 yards. Aaron Jones, 31. They're back up 33, 31. So, I mean, that's just pathetic. And, maybe, I just made offensive line change. Like, I didn't stick with a same, power runners or finesse blockers, or maybe my offensive line is too sporadic on the way each of them block. If one's a finesse blocker and the other one's a power rusher, then they don't do well together. I think that's what I learned here. And then, we got Jason, A.J. Brown leading it. So, this is like my fifth wide receiver. I guess he plays slot, but defensively, our main people just aren't getting sacks. Taylor Rapp, Marcus Davenport, who was brought in to get sacks, brought in to be a backup edge rusher. The Raiders came in, that's a team that's been completely rebuilt. And Preston Larson, 2 interceptions, so took 3 sacks in the game, rushing wise. And Carl Waller, Josh Jacobs, they're 3.5 averages, but there was a lot of yards there. Receiving wise, it was great to have Kiki Kote back, as our solid number 2, but unfortunately that's the problem, is we don't have, these are all 2s, some of them might not even be 2s. Defensively, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions by the playmakers. You can't win a game that way. 2 interceptions, no takeaways. Game's lost. 49ers. This one, if you check out the score, it was pretty close going into the fourth quarter, and the Packers had to stop the 49ers from scoring with 2 minutes left. They didn't, and then they had to stop a 2-point conversion. They didn't, and then they got the ball right away, and then they failed on that too. So, and 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions versus Preston Larson, who isn't. I thought he was going to be a good quarterback, but we're not getting it done here. Kiki Kote is the number 2, Johnny Lynn. And then defensively, I think we got a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, look at that. Arthur Steed finally had a breakout game. And a bunch of half sacks here. And there's like our first 2 interceptions of the season there. And then we get to the Falcons, who we lost to in the playoffs, and they're using a different quarterback, and he threw for 414 yards on my defense. Rushing wise, no one could run the ball, and the quarterback's got the best average there. And receiving, it's so bad in receiving. Anthony Miller, Austin Hooper, who might be a Packer next year. Real life, who knows? Julio Jones, a real number 1. But amazing, and then if we look at the defensive side of it, Packers, what is that? 6 sacks on the game and no interceptions. So, it's just 4 straight losses, and now we're to the point where last in division, the Bears haven't lost; they got a tie, so they're 3-0-1. But let's see what we got. Coach. Ooh, Gary. Hold the Cowboys to 75 rushing yards and 1 TD. Or get 2 sacks with Gary. That's the only way that's going to happen. Big injury decision. Adrian Amos has been cleared to play. The numbers are just too low, you know? So, Taylor Rapp's going to start. It's good for them. Madden's got to work on that. We got 5 players that want to get their contract on. Arthur Steed is still my best, like, player, and maybe because he's not very strong. It's finesse move, because he's what? A run stopper, power rusher, speed rusher. 89 strength. Hey, it's not too bad. I thought it's 85 power move. So, yeah, I still got to work on his power move. Instead of run stopper, power rusher. That way, at least he can get to the quarterback a little bit more. But he wants a big contract. You know, that's $15 million a year or so. Adrian Amos, you know, this is probably the end of his tenure at the Packers. Maybe. 1 year is like $13 million. We finally get to see Rodney Hudson play. I'm going to draft a new kicker. I'm not going to pay a kicker. The NFL is a little different than Madden that way. I was thinking about bringing Josh Jones back for 1 more year. And this is the questionable one because he's only 24. It's a 74 overall. But he's kind of... because he's a power rusher. So, I mean, yeah, I think we should do that. We should definitely bring him back. And the Shaquem Griffin experience is not working. So, I'm not sure about the right tackle. 1 year, $3.66 million for our right tackle. That's been our right tackle for a long time. Well, relatively speaking. Let's see, how many sacks? So he's given up 5 sacks already. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm sorry, I'm eating little pieces of chocolate while I'm doing this. We might trade in season for a running back, so we do. This is definitely gone. This was a mistake. I mean, he's not costing me much. And do we bring the center back, even though he's not playing a starting center this year? But he could be a reason why, you know, he's not very, not very skilled. It's all finesse. 89 finesse. But not a good run player. And him, you see, now we'll be able to figure it out because I think he's considered a power pass protector, but he's got some good run block and impact blocking and lead blocking. Be an awesome fullback. So we'll try him out that way. I'm gonna do some training to get done. It's gonna be kind of a weak training class, this one. Oh, I can see that we know what Josh Price is now. Jose Price is a superstar development, and he gets a ton of experience. That's amazing. Why is it so high? 5'10". I guess so. We don't know about Quentin Barkley yet, but we do have a superstar linebacker now. Kind of figured he was a superstar. There we go. 2 linebackers look pretty good. Taylor Rapp needs. Adrian Amos is hurt. But yeah, big hopes for him. He's let's go to, sorry, all over the place here, but the middle linebackers. He's going to catch him pretty quick. But they're both superstars, but field general, pass and run is really even all the way around, so he's going to just get better quickly as a linebacker, or as a middle linebacker, so he's going to be around for a while. Sorry, but eating these, dang it, chocolate things. Put another thing of zone on him. His problem is he's slow. Got that 84 speed. Returning from injury, Josh Jackson and Rodney Hudson. So let's just take a look at the center position here. Yep, so slightly stronger, better awareness, way better pass blocking, way better pass blocking power, a little bit better on the pass blocking finesse, way better on the run blocking. So he said finesse. I wonder how that works. Like, is it like a rock paper scissors thing on who gets what? Or you know, if the pass rusher is a finesse guy, then it lines up with you, but if he's a power guy, who gets what? I don't know. Let's take a quick look at the Cowboys. Alright. Playing at home, here's our superstar X Factors, run stuffer, reinforcement, pro reads. We got lots of superstars versus the Cowboys, who have 4. 3 on defense, woof. And then 2 other offensive linemen and Jibui Oze. Let's see if they got some injuries. Nope, we just have 1 left. Oh yeah, look at DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen Smith, and Zach Martin. Ooh, is that that's their 2? That's kind of that's a big hit. Depth chart for the Cowboys. In 2023, Dak Prescott didn't get that huge deal he wanted, but he stayed with the team. Ezekiel Elliott is now 28 years old. Amari Cooper's still on the team. Looks like a good wide receiver set. Josh Oliver. So left guard is really weak. Right guard's really weak, but so the guards are weak, but man, the center in that tackle, whew. Left end, right end. You might be able to get something done with this on this team here. Cheaper Ozier, he was one of the whatchamacallits, huh? I wish they would put that up there, that he was a superstar. Alright, I'm going to play this game and I'll see you at the end. Or maybe during the game, I don't know yet. The Packers got an interception from Darnell Savage Jr. And on the first play, Byron Jones takes it to the house. And the Packers are down 7. Well, can the Packers score 3 points before half to make it a 24-3 lead for the Dallas Cowboys before we go into Super Sim mode? So first half is played slow sim, second half is Super Sim. It's about an hour and 15 minutes, I think, of time. So, oops, my fault. I expected some highlights and stuff, but apparently not. So, alright, you guys get that one for free. Now it's going to the Super Sim mode. Is Matt LaFleur on the hot seat? Breaking news. Maybe he is. Maybe BU Squalor has decided that he's lost the team, giving up 212 passing yards. Or rushing yards. I don't know. Maybe he's questioning the general manager. Oh wait, he is the general manager. Never mind. He's not questioning general manager at all. What could be going on with this team? Why? Why did they go to the NFC Championship game? 8-8, by the way. Got all the way to the NFC Championship game. And now, our wide receiver threw the ball once. I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool. I don't know, but Ezekiel Elliott had another 94 yards, and Aaron Jones had one of his career best days. Receiving, Kiki Kote, can't go wrong with him. Johnny Lynn, there's the 1-2 right there. Or the 2-3, I guess. Defensive. Oh, boy. Rashawn Gary got 1 sack. Oh, and my linebacker's hurt. He's not going to get his upgrade. This game started off so good and ended so poorly. Ezekiel Elliott had like 2 touchdowns of 40 yards or more. Oh, Michael Thomas. Wouldn't that be a nice... Oh, he wasn't available. Never mind. Really disappointed. Me too. 12th pick overall by the Packers. Played linebacker, and I guess I don't even know what he does. He was a defensive end in college. He's a defensive end here, you know. He's got some good stats, but so yeah. So we're 0-5, and we lost MVS for 9 weeks. That's gonna make our passing game even worse. But Josh Jackson is back to play. Okay, well, I'm going to guess... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We have $20 million in funds. I need a little bit more money before I sign the big contract. We're picking first. First, 10th. First, 10th. First, 26th. First, 10th. I don't need a quarterback. But we'll just for giggles here. We're going to go to wide receivers. That's going to be our main objective. I accidentally clicked twice, so I got a cheesy wide receiver. Spend our points on wide receiver. There we go. Guys, it was a terrible game. Let's start another game. Getting close to the end of the episode, but we'll go ahead and check out what Kiki Kote wants to say. Alright, it's boring out there just running the routes, never seen the ball, you know? Keep throwing it my way. I truly believe I have potential. 3 TDs, 150 yards. Ugh. Contracts. Start the weekly training, and then let's play the Minnesota Vikings. At least our safety's back. Alright. We'll do this. Pretty low rewards on this one. Alright, so hopefully get an upgrade or 2. No upgrades, so we're just gonna play the 1-3 Minnesota Vikings. 2 years ago they won the Super Bowl. Last year they didn't make the playoffs, and this year they're 1 game ahead of us. So there's that and stuff. Right. And the X factors in this game for the Vikings is Danielle Hunter, Adam Thielen, still getting it done, Anthony Barr, Chris Harris Jr., Stephon Diggs, and Trent Williams. Oh, they signed Trent Williams. That was the top prospect, or top free agent at Medical Center. We should have just MVS on there, and they have Anthony Barr and their center. So take a look at their depth chart real quick. That's not the depth chart. Try again. Just quickly look at our receivers. So DJ Chark. Get Quentin Barkley in here. So yeah. Yeah, no, we're just gonna let that be. Oh, sorry. Depth chart. Vikings, Stephen Lynch, Matthew Stafford's the backup. Dalvin Cook's still there. Stephen Diggs, Adam Thielen. 29, 33. Irv Smith Jr. turned out to be a good one. Hopefully we can pick on their center. Breland Spreeks is there. Sure, they run a 4-3. Chris Harris Jr. is 34. So we got some speed advantage over them, but they got some skills. Eric Murray. And the venerable Harrison Smith. Touchdown, Packers! Got a little dump off here. Sweet, sweet touchdowns. Oops, wrong button. It's totally bad that I'm also just spacing on. That was Dan Arnold there, getting a touchdown. That put the Packers up by 8 points, question mark? Yep. And the Packers won. We beat them. Let me go back to the team stats here. We can see that we had 98 rushing yards and almost 400 passing yards. 0 turnovers, both teams. Check it out. Preston Larson got hurt. That's the first time that's happened in this series where the starting quarterback got hurt. And Kalen Bowen made an appearance. He is a 3rd round pick from the 2020 draft. I'm not sure by who because it doesn't tell you. I wish it would. That would be really cool. Let's take a look at the rushing leaders. Look at that. 3.8 yards a carry. That's pretty amazing for Aaron Jones, but 4 yards for Tony Pollard. Maybe Tony Pollard is a better running back than Aaron Jones. Adam Thielen, yards. We're passing the ball all over the place. Adam Thielen and Gannon Hood. Packers had John Ross III having a big game. Aaron Jones had second, but 30 of that, or 75 of that came from one pass. So some pretty good deep balls there. Johnny Lynn. Defensively, we had some. Arthur Seeds had another 3-game sack and then a bunch of half sacks. Someone's hurt. Did I see? Oh. Jose. No interceptions, but 3 sacks for Arthur Seed. That's great. So that's what we're going to end this episode with, a win. Thank you. This is Jalen Ramsey signing out.